right now we are going to be waiting for a few minutes for anyone to join. But we are going to be reacting to some creepy videos. I'm gonna put my thing. Now I'll put it right here. I think that's okay. So we are going to be reacting to, I believe someone suggested Newt's top 5. I have a couple of videos that I'm going to do. Again, the internet isn't the best, so it's gonna take a little bit. You guys are just gonna be on that screen for a second. Okay, let me see. I'm trying to look for like these shorter ones. Okay, so there's this one. Let's see. I know News Top 5 doesn't necessarily have like super short videos, but we will see because I'm not sure how long I'm going to stream for. Okay, I think I found a couple. That one's 30 minutes, way too long. And if you guys hear dogs or like stuff banging around, just know we do have someone working on our house. So okay, so we have two Nukes Top 5 videos that we are going to react to right now. One is 13 minutes and the other is 15. The first one that we're going to react to is 5 scary ghost videos that are truly bizarre. So I was gonna put in when I could. Sorry, I'm doing everything on my. And if you guys see like my girlfriend's thing pop up, I'm really, really sorry. Just because I don't know how to do it on my phone or on my laptop, so I'm doing everything on my phone. What the heck is that? You looking like my mother. Oh god, I ain't watching that one. That one looks creepy. Where's the one I wanted? Oops. Truly bizarre. Okay, so we have that one. Right now, I am going to respond to my girlfriend. So if you guys see like an Instagram thing pop up, I'm really, really sorry. Please don't kill me. Okay. Hi, princess. How are you today? Okay. My little angel's on. Wonderful. Okay. I'm honestly not that handsome. Right now my hair is all weird. I don't know what's up with it, but I'm glad I could at least make one person's day better. I made a lot of people regret me ever waking up today. So okay, so we are going to be watching 5 scary ghost videos that are truly bizarre. We have 2 of these. I'm not sure if... I kind of want to watch this one. It is from 3 hours ago, and it is pretty short, but at the same time, that little girl scares the heck out of me.
Got uninvested cash. It can make you money. Sign up now for just $5 a month.
I'm going to see.
So your job expects you to be on time for work every day, but wants you to just wait.
Okay, so it is okay. The volume does seem like it's okay. If it's not, you guys can comment below to see
Top 5 ghosts. Call on camera. Grammar
if it's
school
too loud
ghosts.
or not.
Once again, we have another video from popular Mexican ghost hunter Eric Gunner. In this video, Eric is investigating a school where students and teachers have been seeing some very bizarre things.
It looks abandoned.
Ahora aquí en la escuela ya les había comentado que me habían dicho unas personas desde hace tiempo, bastante tiempo, que querían que exploráramos en esta.
Okay, so is the volume okay? Is the video too loud? There's a delay in the live. But is the video too loud, or is it like okay? Oh, okay, it's okay. Alright, cool. Because if I need to bring it... Sorry, guys. You guys are gonna see my whole entire phone. Okay, I did just delete that real quick just because I don't want you guys to... Don't worry, I'm not ignoring my girlfriend. If anyone thinks that I'm not, I am... Let me see. Me... Almosito. I know how to say it. I know a little bit of Spanish, princess, but I don't know a lot of it. I'm really, really sorry. I don't know what that means, but that does sound like a really cute nickname. Alright, let me see. Okay, so someone did say that the volume was okay. Alright. Okay, so the volume's okay. But off topic, why did that kind of look like a abandoned school? It just looked like an abandoned school to me.
Escuela porque pues ya habían dicho ellos que hay digamos como avistamientos de niñas que aparecen aquí y entonces pues yo la verdad no sé qué pensar. Yo digo, al final del día ya desde que empecé a hacer esto ya no como bueno sí creyente, ¿no?
At first, Eric and his friend aren't finding much.
Ya llegamos de 3 a 4 salones, nada hasta ahorita. ¿Qué mierda fue eso?
Are there other people in the building?
And almost as if on cue, things start to get weird. As they walk by the classrooms, they start to hear the sound of desks being moved around inside.
Eso no tiene nada.
Sorry, I forgot about
Bueno,
subtitles.
quiero yo pensar, ¿no? ¿Escuchó, no? Que... Yo escuché cómo se arrastraban una mesa, una silla, ¿no?
They decide to check out the school restrooms, where many students have reported seeing eerie, ghostly apparitions.
Baños.
They look through the girls' restroom, checking each stall.
Oh, if they find a face in that, I'm leaving. I'm leaving that school, and I ain't even in the school.
Nada.
I feel like they're gonna see something.
A ver, otro. A ver, mira, este lado. Ajá. ¿Está cerrado?
Like they are definitely going to see something.
Nada. Vamos a seguir al otro. Igual, lo mismo. Nada.
I have a bad
Este
feeling.
dice que no sirve. ¿Sí está cerrado? Hasta aquí. Igual nada. A ver si allá.
Are we in the clear? Ah, no, it's the last stall too.
Nada.
Is the last stall, I think.
Para jalar.
And I know how a lot of Japanese
They
ones are.
find nothing unusual, so they turn to leave. And this
Okay.
is where things get truly bizarre.
O sea, al menos por lo que se ve, ya no pasa nada de todo esto. Vamos a ver si ve más cosas. A ver qué más hay.
Did you see it?
O sea, al menos por lo que se ve, ya no pasa
No.
nada de todo esto.
Oh, heck no.
The guys don't notice it, but as they are leaving, a set of bare feet can be seen standing inside of one of the bathroom
Why
stalls.
does that kind of look like the
A
shoes?
stall that was empty only seconds before. But by far the most chilling shot Eric Gunner catches that night happens when he's casually panning his camera over the school parking lot.
Vamos a ver qué pasa. Están esos salones de allá también. Aquí de todos modos está grande todo esto. A ver, vamos a pasar ahí. Acá. Entonces está bastante grande.
I didn't see anything.
Watch again.
Acá. Entonces está bastante grande.
I don't see
As Eric
anything.
pans his camera across the empty parking lot, there's a little girl just standing there all alone.
Oh, I thought that was a
staring
pole.
up at them. As he pans back a few seconds later, no one there.
Yeah, I did not see her. I thought that was like a
Entonces está
pole.
bastante grande.
Be sure to head over to Eric Gunner's channel for his full video investigation. And if your Spanish isn't so good, like mine, you can turn on YouTube's auto-translate function, which actually isn't half bad for very basic Spanish. A shocking selfie. Nuke's Top 5 viewer Juanita Stam sent in the next video.
Oh no,
She
pause.
says that
Thank you. I don't really know what to think of that one. See, I don't like the school ones just because of Japanese and like all of that. Like those ones, they just scare me. But I mean, now I just want to know, because if that's a ghost child, what happened to the poor child? Because like, I always take like ghost children as either something bad happened to them where they were like, you know, murdered, or, you know, like just they died of, I don't know, like maybe it's the big sister in me, because like I care a lot about kids, and like for instance my siblings, obviously I care about them, but like it just, maybe it's just the big sister in me, but like it always is like a really bad subject that I don't like to talk about.
she believes a dark presence might haunt their Nevada home. Juanita's grandparents both passed away in the house, and she says that her brother used to claim to see a small girl in their yard who would mysteriously vanish into thin air. Juanita also claims that late at night she would occasionally hear chilling, unexplainable footsteps on the roof above her. So, Juanita says that one night when she was extremely inebriated, she came home and placed her phone on the nightstand table. And then, well, she pretty much just passed out. She says that she had been playing with her phone and didn't realize that she had accidentally started recording a video. A few odd noises can be heard in the video, as it seems Juanita might be murmuring in her sleep. But the truly creepy part is, something seems to be answering her back.
They will actually pay you for just playing their games. There's this app called Just Play.
I kind of have to stay hydrated just because I can't eat. But thank you for always checking up on me. Ugh.
Someone or something seems to be quietly talking to Juanita, and she seems to respond, but the words are indiscernible. There even seems to be a low, angry hiss from the other voice.
Aw, thank you for the hearts. That's
Now,
cute.
these indistinct voices could easily be explained away, but about 6 minutes into the video, this.
Fuck you. What the heck was that? No.
Some dark figure appears and disappears at superhuman speed.
See, I
Juanita
knew
says
there
that
was
when
gonna
she
be
woke up in the
something.
morning,
I
her
didn't. I
phone
wasn't
was
ready
nowhere
for
to be
it.
found. She assumed
I mean,
that
I was
she
ready for it,
simply
but I mean, I
misplaced
wasn't
it somewhere
prepared
while
to
in
be
her
scared.
intoxicated state. Cut to nearly 2 months later. Juanita is
Man.
going through some of her old belongings and finds her lost phone. Mysteriously, it's at the bottom of a box that she hadn't looked in for months. She says that when she charged it back up, she found this chilling video on her lost
heck.
phone.
See, I'm not ready. I don't want to see it. Okay. I'm so glad I can't see out my other
Reaching
eye.
out from beyond. And now let's check out a video from the YouTube channel, The Vault Investigators.
Oh, I
The
watched
group
it.
is investigating a house that is said
I
to be
love their
inhabited by the
investigations.
ghost of a little girl. Now, the video
Aw.
starts out creepily enough, as their spirit box says the name Malcolm. Now, most importantly, it should be noted that the cameraman shooting this footage, his name is actually Malcolm. So this seems like a bit more than a coincidence. But when the team sets their iPad on the floor and starts asking the ghost to manifest itself, then things get really strange. Did you see it?
Aw. I thought that was like the
Creepy
people.
little pale hand, almost like that of a child, seems to reach up right out of the floor to touch the iPad screen. The
Ghosts can be
direction of the
iPad
hand
kids now?
movement seems very odd, and it seems to come from a very unnatural angle. So is this the hand
Yeah,
of a ghost
it
caught on
kinda does.
camera? Or just what is this odd video anomaly? You decide.
I mean, I don't really know. It could be... Because, like, I honestly thought that was one of the, like, filmer or, like, the investigator's hands, like, just kind of going like this. But that is the kind of weird angle. I mean, if I was sitting here, let's say my laptop, I mean, yeah, I guess it would kind of be okay. Because that's how it looks. It looks like the hand is like this. Or like this. I'm not entirely sure. But a ghost kid... I don't like ghost kids. Because you don't know if they're actually kids or if they're demons. I mean, kids are kind of like demons.
Meanwhile, on TikTok. Now, most of you probably know the movie The Conjuring, but you might not know that many of the cast and crew reported experiencing odd supernatural activity during the filming of the movie. Star Patrick Wilson has done interviews where he claimed that he saw things mysteriously move around the set. And Vera
Well, I mean,
Farmiga
yeah, you
has
guys
gone on
are
record with
playing
very
a
bizarre
movie with
supernatural
demons.
experience that occurred while filming.
Why is there something
Well,
hanging
it turns
behind
out
that?
the Conjuring set still exists, at least partially.
I haven't watched the full Conjuring. I've watched like little snippets of it. but just because I do have seizures sometimes, I like can't watch some of them just because, especially like parts with the nun or with Annabelle, like there's always flashing lights and I don't know why. But I haven't watched it fully. Why was there something hanging behind them? I don't know if I actually want to know the answer,
Nicole
but
Martin works on the Warner Brothers
Ah.
studio lot,
hi.
and she recorded this video.
So this is the stage where they filmed The Conjuring,
Uh-huh.
and here's the hole in the stage that we made, but they also had one in The Conjuring.
I feel like
the paranormal
something's gonna be
investigator
down there.
actually went down here and investigated and heard her name
Something's
being
gonna be down
called.
there.
And it's really creepy.
And did you see it?
Is that a cat?
Here's the hole in the stage that we made, but they also had one in The Conjuring. And a paranormal investigator
like a
actually
cat.
went down here and investigated and heard her name being called. And
That
it's
honestly
really
just looks
creepy.
like a cat to
A
me.
pair of glowing eyes seems to be peering back at Nicole from the dark recesses as she films.
Let me show you the
Oh my
secret
God.
fact that got me
I'm
free
sorry,
AirPods.
guys,
This is
for
Fetch
the
app, the app that
ads.
rewards you for pretty much
I don't have
anything
YouTube
from
Premium. But like, to be honest, that, let me see, can I go back? Hold
Heard
on,
her
let me
name
see.
being called. And it's really creepy.
I went back.
A pair of glowing eyes seems to be peering.
Okay, that to me, it just kind of looks like a cat. Because, like, unless that's a hole in the ground, or, like, that stage, unless that's a hole, it kind of just looks like an outline of a cat.
back at Nicole from the dark recesses as she films.
Always.
She didn't even notice what looks like
I have
creepy
always
glowing
been
eyes until it was
yours.
pointed out to her by her TikTok viewers. But is it real? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide.
I don't know,
Not
it kind of
every
just
TikTok
reminds me,
scare
why
is
is that chair
necessarily
moving?
supernatural.
Chicos, son las 3 de la mañana, estoy escuchando ruidos súper extraños en el primer piso. Si quieres asesinarme, solo aplaude.
Sometimes
Fuck
your so-called
you,
friends
you
are
god
just kinda evil.
Dang it,
Shadows
why?
in the graveyard. Over on the YouTube channel G-Team Paranormal, Patty and her daughter Heather are exploring an allegedly very haunted cemetery. They set up a laser grid near the tombs so that they can capture any movement. And
You're cute,
something
princess.
moves.
Those are cute.
Alright, she saw something. Let me see. Let me
I didn't
see.
know you could. Oh, it's her. I was about to say
Yes,
she's
I
a
am.
ghost. I didn't know you could put emojis like that in your chat.
It's up on your camera.
I honestly
Look
thought
to
it
the
just had to be words.
You see a freaking shadow. Watch this. Right there.
Oh,
my
It's like
god.
something is walking through the freaking light.
it wasn't me because I was
Oh
walking
my
the other way, and
God.
also. I mean,
Later,
It
Patty
could be.
hears a strange sound from within the
shadows are
cemetery,
always weird.
and they catch this.
Listen, listen.
You just scared me.
I hear something. Oh, Heather. Heather.
Did you see it?
Ah,
I hear something. Oh, Heather.
is that an umbrella?
Heather.
Someone or something is moving around in the darkness. Patty and
That looks like an umbrella that just came to life.
Heather get a little spooked and decide to continue their investigation from inside their car.
Yeah.
Got in the car. At this point, we really just don't feel safe. It's in our best interest to just go ahead and leave, but we are going to film
Something-
our way out just in case.
I feel like something is
See,
in
they
that car
maybe
with
take
them.
a quick little
I don't
ride
know
through
why.
here.
That's a good idea. They go far. Look how far.
Yeah. You see?
What? Don't turn that on.
Without even noticing, they catch the dark figure in the background again as they film from their car. And it's coming closer.
Ah, hell no.
Hello, is there anybody out there with us?
Oh, God. I'm scared.
I want to hear movement.
I don't want to hear movement.
What the?
What is that?
Heather, it's getting closer. Go!
Now the
Yeah.
figure is right in front of them. Patty jerks her hands
Ah,
back and forth and
heck
actually knocks the
no.
battery out of her camera. As someone comes lurching out of the bushes, Patty and Heather decide it's time
No.
to just get out of there.
No.
So did they catch a ghost on camera? Or was it just some creepy person skulking around the graveyard? Patty and Heather say that they just don't know. So, what do you think? You can submit or suggest videos at nukestop5@gmail.com. And thanks so much for watching. I know, well, pretty much everything is bad for everyone right now. So I wish all of you the best. And in the meanwhile, you can follow me on Twitter at nukestop5 to see me get into random arguments over things I don't even especially care about. And hopefully, I'll see you next week. Take care.
Bye-bye, Nuke. I don't know about that last one. See, if it was a ghost and I was there and, like, I knew, okay, there's a ghost, there's no other people, I wouldn't be as scared. But just seeing how they, like, move and everything, I think that's a person, to be honest. Because, like, we didn't see it just disappear. And it's in all black. They're in the dark. It's just all black and everything. I kind of feel like that's a person, and you can hear the footsteps. You can't hear footsteps from a freaking ghost unless that ghost is more powerful, I guess. I don't know. I think that last one was a person. Some of those other ones could have been fake. But, I don't know. In the meantime, I don't necessarily know. So I think instead of scaring the heck out of ourselves, because I got scared way too much with that. And considering there's not really a lot of different ones. Let me see. There was one that I really, really wanted to watch. It wasn't from Nuke's Top 5. It was... God, what was it? I don't know. Oh my god, there's so many kid ones. I don't want to see the kid ones. The kid ones are scary. There was... Here it is. Okay, so I found this channel. I found this channel not too long ago. And I really, really wanted to watch it in either a video or on a live, so we're going to end up doing a live. Because this one, like, short films that this guy does and everything are so good, in my opinion. His channel is in Solitum. I will link it in the description box below once this live fully uploads. But these ones are called the Quiet Apocalypse. And I'm not sure if he does it as in, like... I think he does, like, the special effects. I think there is only 2 videos from his channel right now that are really, really good. So, let me see. Okay, so this is his. And I seen his thing on TikTok before. That's how I knew about him. But basically these are just like the Quiet Apocalypse and everything. And we're gonna watch it because I don't think there's jump scares. But I think this is basically like as if, you know, like with all the things that people are finding now and like different animals and different like beings, if there wasn't an apocalypse, this would probably be like how it would look, because there is so many weird things that are on this earth that we just don't know about.
Nobody cares about the creatures anymore.
This is so cool.
Now,
what is
they
that?
are part of our lives. I don't remember exactly when they arrived in this world. When maybe 10, 12 years ago.
I really like that. I haven't watched it fully. I just seen bits and pieces from TikTok. I really like that because, I mean, when you think of it, I mean, if these beings just came about and people learned to live with them, I mean, I feel like a lot of different, like, really bad people would just, you know, like, we would just learn how to live with these things because, in my opinion, we're already living with monsters that are like this, except they're human beings. Because if you think about it, we're living with monsters every day. We are living with rapists. We are living with murderers, child abusers, like, just like a bunch of different people that we are living with. And, you know, some people aren't, you know, so lucky where they actually have to live in a house with either one or all three of those people. And it's just sad because, like, we are literally living in the world that's like this, except it's not apocalyptic, like, humanoids that will eat you. Like, we don't see, like, the monsters that are in, like, for instance, this film. Like, we don't see monsters that look like that. We see monsters that are like that, except they look just like me and you. Like, they look human. Like, they're humans. And it's scary because when I first saw this and I was, like, actually listening to it, even now, like, if you really think of it, when he says it's better, because, like, the monsters it doesn't seem like they're messing with the people, except for some. And he says better because there's no bombs, there's no, like, he didn't say there's no rape or murder, but, like, there's no bombs, there's no asteroids, there's no, like, shootings, it's just us with these creatures. And it seems like no one's really getting hurt by it, except for the few people who have, you know, off themselves. And that's another point in this thing that kind of got me, is that's pretty much like our world now. Because there's people who get, and I mean, I've gone like this. There's people who get to the lowest points in their life, and they feel like, even though, you know, you have family and everything, like, you just feel so low about yourself. And if you have trauma, then that's even worse. You just keep on thinking, well, if I'm not here, everything will be better. And, like, you have people who just end it themselves, or you have people who are murdered. And that's pretty much like what happened in the apocalypse. Like, the monsters killed the other people, and then some of the other survivors or whatever, they just ended it because they lost the reason to keep going. I didn't think that this was going to be, like, I didn't think that I was really going to think about this video as, like, a really deep topic, but the way I listened to it, it just sounded so deep. And, like, coming from a person who hasn't lived their full life, and they've already seen people who, you know, they once called family, hurt them. And then you also see that there's just so many, like, the world isn't so innocent. And I've seen that already. And I've mostly seen it from, you know, people who I called family. Not my parents, but, like, from my grandfather and his wife. Like, I've seen stuff. And have had stuff done that just shows me that maybe it would be better if there was like an apocalypse where it's just these things that they don't hurt you. You just live with them. And, you know, like, it's better because there's no violence, really. And, I mean, even in an apocalypse, like, there's violence that's gonna happen. Humans always turn to violence. And it is sad because why do we have to turn to violence when, you know, if people say, oh, well, God did this and that to make it to where you guys aren't violent and he knows your every move. Why are there rapists? Why are there child abusers? Why are there pedophiles? Why are there anything? Like, such evil people. And I've personally heard this because I am gay, that God doesn't like gay people because, you know, they're so evil because it's a sin. But it's like, God is also letting kids get raped and molested, and people getting killed or abused or tortured. Like, God's letting all this happen to where people who are like me, who watch you know, stuff that's supposed to be scary and stuff, and he put those people through a lot to where now they're thinking that, well, if an apocalypse happens, it's better than humans. And that's just sad. I made myself sad. I made myself sad over a film that's not even supposed to be sad. Like, it's supposed to be scary. There's another ad. Sorry, guys. Like, that's just something that, like, I think about a lot.
Coins will grow massively, but there's a big but in here.
It's like, I think about, it's like when you're molested or whatever, or raped, or you go through some type of traumatic thing, you're gonna have days where you're angry. Like, for me, I'm angry, and me having autism doesn't help with trying to speak about why you're angry and speak about why you're sad or why you're thinking of this stuff. So you have days where it's like, okay, you're just laying there staring at the ceiling or just zoned out looking at whatever, and you think about the stuff that's happened, and then you think, well, this wouldn't have happened if, you know, I wasn't here, or this wouldn't have happened if, you know, those people were better. And then you grow up, and this is just in my case, but like, I was molested when I was younger. It was by my grandfather's wife. I was very confused. I was angry. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to really share anything. So if I get to that point where I'm angry because of something, and I'm like, okay, well, I tried to explain it to people, they're like, you're using it against me, or you're using this, you're using your trauma as a escape. And it's like, no, because people handle things differently. I can't talk about what happened to me. I really can't. And then, so I turned to YouTube. I turned to doing creepypastas and doing all this because it's something that makes me happy. And it also makes you think, like, okay, well, you know, like, I went through this stuff. Boo-hoo. Do something else. And then I come across videos that's like this, where it's talking about how basically everything would be better if the apocalypse happened, because people who are like me that went through stuff, or even people who just grew up and they see how screwed up the world is, they listen to this stuff and it's like, well, if it was an apocalypse and these beings that obviously, like, someone created, but, like, if there was an apocalypse and these beings are better than humans, you start thinking, and it's like, why are humans like this, you know? But that's just like a little deep talk, I guess. I don't know. It's just, humans are evil. Men and women, like, we're all evil. And we do evil things to people, and then, you know, it comes back, and you create humans who are traumatized, and then they are like me, and they go on live, and they are thinking about really deep stuff. But anyway, this is the last video of this guy's channel. Again, it's on the screen. You guys can go ahead. You guys can look up his name, but I am going to put it in the description box below when this video is out. This one is called Warm Embrace. It does not have any subtitles. I'm not sure if they talk or if it's just like music, but yeah. That actually looks really freaking cool. What the heck? I bring you peace. What? Oh! It has people. There will be no more hunger. What do you mean? I can't tell if it's the guy that's talking or the monster. There will be no more war. I don't want to die. I don't have that luxury. I do. There will be no more suffering. I'm so tired. What's going on? I'm afraid. Your prayers have been answered. Oh. Ugh. I'm here. Why do I think, is this supposed to represent God? Is that how God is? Do not be afraid. You just blew his head out. His brains are going everywhere. Do not be afraid. I'm gonna be afraid. God dang. What is that? Over here looking like a demonic butterfly. Okay, you're just falling through there. Is there anything else? In this, oh no. Okay, the first one I understand. What's that one? Is that one supposed to be like a... Hold up, let me see. Is there a description saying what this is? Will you accept the embrace when everything is about to end? Oh, so is this like God? This is a God thing, ain't it? God's gonna blow our heads out? Is that what you're telling me? I think that's what you're telling me, man. Is that God's gonna... What is that? It steers back. Oh. But, what? I don't want peace. I want problems, always. Cosmic apocalypse avert. The smile at the end reminds me why I find cosmic bliss to be one of the most terrifying forms of cosmic horror. There's another channel I'm about to see right now. Okay. A place forgotten by God himself. Okay. This one is from the channel, what is this? Relic Corp. Okay, I kind of want to, I think I'm going to do this. See, I'm not necessarily, the house with no windows, yeah, I'm not looking at that. I'm not going to go ahead and put religion in here, because, like, I believe in God, I believe in all of that, but, like, there's some things I look at God and I'm like, yep, you forgot us, you mother effer. This one is Relic Corp, and it's a place forgotten by God himself. Hold on.
A place forgotten by God himself.
Okay. Yeah, put you guys back up there. Alright. So this is by Relic Corp. I'll leave it on the screen for just a few more minutes. Also, I will put all of the, oh my god, my eye is just, links to these channels in the description box below, all the ones that we watched. So you guys can go over to them. I'm honestly liking the more, like, apocalypse stuff. I'm getting into more of that just because, like, it's so cool how they animate stuff like that. I want to learn how to animate, but I don't really know how to. So, yeah. This one doesn't have subtitles, so maybe it just doesn't talk. Disclaimer, this video contains imagery that some... I tried reading it without stopping it. Disclaimer, this video contains imagery that some individuals may find unnerving. People with fears such as megalophobia will not enjoy the viewing of this video. I don't have that. Did I unpause it? Okay. Second disclaimer. Oh, okay. We will. Don't worry. Decades of pure acting. Oh. It's been a lot since these... Huh? I can't read that. That is way too small. They are everywhere. There's no safe place. Okay, so this probably isn't going to be like a good one. We don't even know where they came from or if we really want to know. I don't think you want to know. They sure have changed a lot since their first discovery. Are they dinosaurs? That's what they look like. Or at the time, they looked more like machines. Oh, okay. You can't even enjoy the stars anymore. I never enjoy the stars. Because you don't know if they're real or not. Sounds like schizophrenia, man. Even after all these years, our kind has not been able to adapt to them. Why? Everything about them seems so out of place on Earth. They belong to another universe. Sometimes you may even have the misfortune to encounter an offspring. This often leads to emotional dilemma. What do you mean? It's just a pup. It doesn't know that it will hurt people. That is a nuisance. So, should you put it down now that it is vulnerable? Whatever choice is taken, most individuals experience rejoice after. Sorry for all the snaps, guys. We reached out for heaven. And fell miserably. Okay. Recently we began seeing some bigger ones. Call them aberrations? If I see that, I'm dying. Some think that this is evolution. Oh god, they're evolving. They're evolving to bigger things. Some think that this is our... I can't see that. The sign that we stopped falling and reached the bottom. We can't go any lower than this, and soon we will start to rot. We don't have much time left to plead for forgiveness. We began seeing some interesting ones. They all sound interesting. A unicorn. Giant ones. The first ones were giant to you? Is that a banana? Tall ones. I mean, they're all giant tall. What do you mean? Is that a cloud? We began seeing some flying ones. Oh god. But even after all these years, all the information leads to one single thing. You're screwed. The one above all. The bottom of the well. Oh god, was it Samara? Are you talking about an actual well? May you have mercy for us. I don't think humans deserve mercy. Especially the ones that are evil as heck. Place forgotten by God himself. Are we done already? God dang. I didn't feel like that was no 6 minutes. I don't know what to think of that one. That one seems so, like, I don't know what that one seems like to me. That one seems like weird, I guess. not weird as in like bad, but it just seems like, so the first channel kind of described, and I guess this is like two different, you could put these, in my mind, you could put these as two different, like people talking. Like one is like, oh, okay, in the, shoot, what was that called? In the Quiet Apocalypse, like, he's like, well, this is for the better. This is so much better. And then he talks about other people don't think the same. And then you have this video, A Place Forgotten by God Himself. Maybe it's like two different people in the apocalypse. Like, one hates it, doesn't think that it's worth living. And then the other one's like, well, we ain't gotta worry about wars or anything. I don't even know what to think of that one. That one seems... That one's just... Wow. Hello, princess. But that one's just wow, because, like, the Quiet Apocalypse, that one was, like, so much better. And just because I think of... And, like, I've been that low in my life, where, like, you don't think anyone cares, you just want to end it, so you are willing to end it, and then, like, you just start thinking of all the people. Aw, I miss you too, princess. But, you just think of, like, all the stupid stuff that has possibly happened in your life, and you're just like, F it, and you just want to end it all. So, I mean, like, I understand that one. I kind of understand the other one too, just because, like, there's, again, two different people in two different cases. But I don't even know. I don't really know what I want to watch next. Let me see. There's this one thing my sister... She was watching yesterday, and it was, like, so freaking weird. I don't even remember the goddamn name. It was like what was it, Dr. Nowhere, I think it was. There was this one channel that she was watching. It was called Dr. Nowhere, and there's, like, these creepy animated stories. And there's one where a kid gets left in the bathtub. And, like, it's so goddamn sad. But, like, at the same time, I kind of want to watch it. Okay, so The Boy in the Bath. So this channel is called Dr. Nowhere. I guess it's just, like, some animated stuff. I kind of want to watch it. I think we're going to watch... Let me see. We'll watch The Boy in the Bath. The boiled one?
Dr. Nowhere.
Okay. So this one.
You want high performance, long lasting, affordable tools. You want Harbor Freight tools.
Okay, so basically what I got from this, what my sister said, was basically the poor kid gets left in the bathtub and he, like, passes away and he comes back to life. So again, since I know it's a kid, even if this is going to be scary, I am going to probably be so sad over it just because I hate when kids get hurt. I absolutely hate it. And yeah, I hate it so much. But we have that one, and I believe I watched one. There was one like this. It was like a long time ago. I watched something, and it was basically this mom gets haunted by her kid because she left him in the bath, and he drowned. Your body remains unclean from the what? You are in no condition to sleep like this. I'm guessing this is the mom. A shower will make you better. to look like a kid's hand. Is this a game? But it wasn't my fault. This is the mom. That is so freaking sad.
Why?
Wait a minute. I can't. Hold up. Why was that so sad? I know he looks creepy and everything and how he was drawn, but why was that so sad? Just hearing, I imagine that's a kid, because like it says the boy in the bath. Hearing I've never existed to you brings out the older sibling in me, and it's so sad because like I can't imagine how stupid you gotta be to forget your kid is in the bathtub. Like, I can't even fathom the thought process that people go through where they leave a kid in the bath. Like, I've left my brother in the bathtub for like a second, and that was to hurry up. I ran out and got a towel. I was right back in there as soon as I freaking left. He didn't even notice I had left. He was sitting there. The water wasn't even to his hips, and he was just sitting there playing like a normal kid. How do people not remember that they have a kid in the bathtub? And that's another thing, like with pools. How do people even get the thought process where it's like, okay, yeah, I have a young child. Let me get this big freaking pool. Let me leave them in the bath. Let me leave them alone with water. Knowing that if babies fall in a pool and they don't know how to roll on their back, like they could die. And then you just lost the kid. And you're just stupid for it. Like, I get so mad when people do that. This is an animation, but like, knowing there's people out there that leave their kids by themselves, by water, or even just like with someone else. Like, you leave your kid with someone that you trust, and then you come back home and your kid could be dead because that person did not look for a little bit of time. Like, it makes me mad. I need to watch the rest of this. I hope that poor little boy gets justice. That's so... I mean, it wasn't my fault, but I mean...
Try Domino's
that
new
was the
Parmesan
end of
stuffed
it.
crust pizza for $10.99 each next time you mix and match.
You guys are gonna have to look at pizza for that, because I'm not going back to that. I am mad at this one. Why did you have to throw in, I know you heard me? Because that's my whole thing. Like, I'm pretty sure parents and guardians who have kids hear a kid in the bath. Especially splashing and everything if you're dying. I'm not going to watch any more of this. See, my sister recommended it thinking like, yeah, it's so scary, and I just get mad at it. This one made me mad. I don't like this. I'm not even going to watch the boiled one because I have a feeling that's a kid too. Okay. we are going to go to some police body cam footage because I'm not doing anything with kids anymore because that's so freaking sad. I hate people. Why have kids if you're going to let that kid die or get mad at them for just friggin' existing? There's this one. Okay, so someone just said 11-year-old prank calls? Oh, is that the girl that was in like 2020 or something? She like prank called 911. Is that the one you're talking about? Yeah, okay. Oh, I found it. Okay. I have to...
So there was a text message from someone.
Okay. Oh, this is 17 minutes, so that ain't that long. Again, this is the channel. Go ahead. You guys can go subscribe to them now. I will leave it on for a couple more minutes. And then I will also link their channel in the description box below because I don't want to get copywritten. This is another kid. But I feel like this kid is going to make me mad for a whole different reason.
So there was a text message from someone saying they were behind a car. Their friend was kidnapped from a Chick-fil-A in Palm Coast, and they were on the interstate behind the car.
Everything on your phone is telling me that you made a phone call 911.
I didn't talk.
I guess this is just a preview.
On July 26th.
Just from that preview of what's about to happen. See, like, I watch Bose versus the World, and she does a lot of body cam footage. So, just seeing... I don't think she covered this one. I don't think I've seen her cover this one. But just seeing how some people act when they are getting arrested, they act just like this girl. But who prank calls 911? Who prank calls anything in general? If I was going to prank call someone, let's say it was like a food place and they answered, I'm immediately going to be like, I'm getting food. I don't care if it's prank call. I'm getting food. I will forget about the whole prank call. Who thinks to prank call 911? And with a kidnapping? Like, all of those officers could have probably, one, gotten the wrong person, two, died because, like, I'm assuming that police officers, like, yeah, they're trained to drive pretty fast, but I'm assuming, like, one swerve and you're done. It gets worse. Oh my god. Okay. I don't want it to get worse. This is gonna make me mad. Oh.
3 dispatchers in
Oh, it's
Volusia
in
County
2023.
received
Yeah,
urgent
that was 22.
911 text from a driver who claims to be following an armed kidnapper's van on the interstate.
Why would
When
you
they
put
trace
armed?
the phone, however, they learn the messages are coming from a residence in Port Orange, turning a plea for help into an unexpected lesson in consequences.
I'm telling you this right now, you're going to take this as a lesson at 11 years old that if you do something stupid in the future, you're going to enjoy those cuffs.
Off topic, do parents not smack their kids? I have a feeling, like, if I was the officer and I knew what the girl did was wrong and how the parents, I wouldn't blame them for smacking the heck out of her. Like, don't go on just beating your kids. Especially if they don't, like, deserve it. Don't beat them. But, like, just smack her hand or something. Like, do parents not do that anymore?
The following report is based on official police records, and the footage has mostly never been seen before until now. It's just
Okay.
after 9:45 a.m. when 911 begins receiving texts from someone named Lily Lee Combs. She claims to be following a kidnapper's van on the interstate, and updates are still pouring in. Volusia County deputies, multiple area police departments, and a helicopter join the urgent search. When they fail to locate the van, a deputy tries calling the phone number that's been sending the text messages.
Okay.
Attention, car accident.
My God.
The insurance company hopes you never discover this one fact.
Wait, what?
Hello? Hi. Is this the... What's your name? Can you hear me? Hello? Trying to reach the person that called 911. Yeah, can you hear me?
Oh my God.
That's our voicemail. It says, RP confirming they are in a blue Jeep. Victim is in a white van. They can see they are being restrained through the windows. At the turnaround?
A new text message comes through, including a detailed description of the suspect, who's described as having brown hair and blue eyes.
How is she behind them? She's seeing this happen and she knows what color eyes they have. That's weird.
I would immediately think it's
She's behind them, like, if she was, like, saw the incident or saw a witness the kidnapping, or, like, how would you even be following them and know any of this? Yeah, RP confirming they were in a blue Jeep, victim in a white van. Of course it's a white van, like, it just... Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm not saying this by any means, but it's just... Yeah. I've had calls like this before.
Their suspicions about the text messages are all but confirmed when a GPS trace on the phone comes back to a residence in Port Orange, indicating the texter is not traveling on the highway as they claim. Deputies quickly head to the residence to investigate.
Hi there, how you doing? Is this your...
Oh, I didn't even see the dad at
Do you have a
first.
daughter or a child at home named by Lily Lee?
No.
No? Anybody home?
Yeah, my wife, my kids, who just got home from Pennsylvania. I have an Ava and a Mikey.
Ava and Mikey?
Yep. Would you like to see them?
The deputies follow him to his house, where he informs his wife what's going on.
There was a 911 call?
Yeah, so somebody called in, or well, they called in.
Sorry, I'm in my pajamas.
No, it's fine.
You're fine.
Someone texted into 911 that someone was getting kidnapped and they were on the interstate, but then when they went and did like a location on the phone, the address was showing up here.
As their daughter Ava steps into the garage, her phone rings.
That is crazy. Sorry, my headphones are going dead, so I have to switch them. But how? Okay. What the police officer said kind of makes sense, because it's like, how would you know what color eyes they have if you're, you know, behind them? What kid comes up with this? Of course she's white. I'm sorry, not racist, but like, of course she's white. Sounds
The
like some
deputy
white
answers
kids
it,
stuff.
leading to a shocking conclusion.
Hello? Hold on. Who's this?
Volusia County Sheriff's Office.
Alright, cool. This is Deputy Asby's Sheriff's Office.
Oh, good. You got her.
Yep. Alright.
Oh, okay. Is her dad home?
Yep. I got both her parents here.
Yeah, we're gonna ask the sheriff to go away in a second.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
What happened? I'm so
Let me see this phone.
Yeah, so all these...
Oh, it's the
all
kid
these
that's
other
right there. I was like, why did they blur
So
it?
there's a phone call out to 911.
There's a phone call out?
Yep.
There.
What time?
That's her
Right
call. That's
here.
her calling it.
There's 911 again right there.
This phone was called
These
in.
numbers calling back in are no caller ID.
You did.
Well, there's 3 different times that 911 was called out from this phone.
9:30 a.m.
Yep.
That was the initial call.
Twice.
No, I didn't mean to call that. But you did.
Reports show that the number belonging to Ava dialed 911 at 9:30. When asked where the emergency is, a female identified as possibly a juvenile responded, "I'm sorry, I dialed the wrong number." The same phone number would later begin texting 911 to report the kidnapping.
When did... I'm just so confused. I'm sorry. When did you guys got a message about an interstate?
So there was a text message from someone saying they were behind a car.
Could I call this
who
back?
was kidnapped. Their friend was kidnapped from a Chick-fil-A in Palm Coast, and they were on the interstate behind the car.
What time is this?
This
Today?
is like, yeah, this is today. This
Oh,
is
we
actually
got
going on
home at
right now.
2:30 in the morning.
Okay.
So we were here the whole time since 2:30. We were on the interstate coming home
And
from
everything's showing that
Okay.
And we went to bed.
But these 911 calls
For this
count.
morning. You were calling 911? You were. Don't look surprised. You did. You
Did
did it on your phone.
Did they say anything to you? No one said anything to you?
Did you say, Ava, you have to explain what happened here. Something's going on. What did you know? What do you know?
Mikey, go inside. Ava, get your shoes on. Come out here.
You're not in trouble. I just need to know what happened. I need to know and understand because this is like weird.
Because we got to make sure that there's not somebody that's being kidnapped on the interstate. We're trying to find them. And
Open your mouth if you said something on the phone.
I didn't say anything.
Everything on your phone is telling me that you made a phone call 911.
I didn't talk.
While one deputy heads to her cruiser, she greets officers from the Port Orange Police Department who have just arrived at the scene.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Oh, I was just trying to make heads and tails of that damn call. There's notes in it, my God.
Yeah, we're trying to figure it out. We're with the parents and the daughter, and I guess the daughter did have. We pulled up the call log, and she did call 911.
So it's a whole armed kidnapping thing, and all that stuff is bogus, or?
There was no text evidence when we looked through it, so I don't know if she deleted it real quick or if it's like through it.
I hope this poor family can teach their daughter that she could have been putting everyone in danger. She could have been putting not only the police, because they have to drive so fast and like work one swerve, and the police officers and that car would have like passed away or been seriously hurt. I hope they explain that to her in this, because that seems retarded. Also, who just comes up with a goddamn kidnapping? At 11, I think I was doing my makeup and drawing. I wasn't prank calling 911.
Through an app? Yeah, it seems it's probably just this wedding thing. She's like 10 years old, so. Wow. Okay. Yeah.
While Ava's parents demand an explanation, deputies prepare to Mirandize the 11-year-old, who has yet to fully grasp the gravity of the situation.
You just lied to the police and mommy and daddy. You just lied to everybody.
You have 3 shots here for stupidity.
Tell them what you just said.
The disappointment. You can hear in that poor mother's voice. She's like, you just lied to not only the police, but mommy and daddy. The disappointment in that poor girl and that poor woman. Like, I was so afraid of disappointing my parents, especially when I came out. Now imagine disappointing them because you prank called 911. I can't even imagine the disappointment for that.
She's going to read you something, and then we're going to ask you some questions. What's your name? Ava. How old are you, Ava?
All right, Miss Ava, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before we ask you any questions, and to have the lawyer present during any questioning. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed for you before my questioning if you wish.
We're reading her rights. Let me explain something here, okay? You can cry about this. What you've done here is a felony.
I didn't even. Yeah, that's a felony.
You probably had 20 law enforcement officers at least, a helicopter, and all running with lights and siren on high speed to try to apprehend or try to stop a serious forcible felony from happening. Do you know what happens if one of those officers crashes and gets killed on the way to responding to something that you did as a joke? So you better take this serious.
Under pressure from both her father and the deputy, Ava offers an excuse for her actions, which doesn't sit well with the deputy.
Ava, you need to tell the exact truth. I don't want a story. I don't care what it is. I want the exact truth.
You can't make this go away by being quiet. The only thing you're going to end up, that's going to happen is you're going to end up in a pair of handcuffs going to our juvenile facility. I'm not going to mince any words with you. That's a very distinct possibility of what can happen here. And don't look at your mother. She didn't have any part in this. This was all you.
Yesterday, I beat my brother. Said something that I don't really get. Just made me pop in my head, and then I ended up going today and doing all this.
Was he part of planning this with you?
No, he just said it, and then
What did he say?
he said, "What's 911? 911?"
This is your brother?
Yeah, he said it this way. "What's 911?"
Well, we can, when we're done, will you go ahead and bed?
And then I said, "No, we can't." And then they knew how to do this morning, and then I just
So you're trying to blame this on your brother?
said,
Was he with you when you made this?
I'm sorry. As an older sister, even if my siblings did something, I'm still gonna be like, take me in for the blame. I will take the blame because I would not want any of my siblings to be in this situation unless they are hurt. I don't want them talking to the police unless they are hurt or I passed out and they have to talk to somebody. I can't even imagine blaming my 7-year-old brother on something stupid that I did. That is just all bad. She is different
Okay,
type.
was he with you when you made these texts? Okay, then you did this.
That's on
You
you.
were on your
No
own
one else
for
can
this.
blame.
And if your brother's 7 years old, you're not going to blame your 7-year-old brother for this. This was all your decision. Okay.
To call 911 to see what? What did he say to call 911? So can I ask?
What if he told you to go up on the roof and jump off the roof? Would you do that?
No, because she knows she'll get hurt with that.
Deputies will soon discover the startling truth behind Ava's fabricated story. For now, Ava's mother raises concerns about recent questionable activity on Ava's phone, but it does little to impact the situation.
So I have something really weird with that phone. When we first got that, the phone was ringing non-stop, ringing in to me. And I was picking it up, and there was like people talking, and like I'm like hello, and like non-stop, like I mean every 4 seconds there was a phone coming in with random numbers, and I didn't know that. And I was getting block contact. Like as soon as the Trent got that phone number,
Okay, well, that has nothing to do with what.
Okay, that has nothing to do with that. Maybe the mom was trying to like see like maybe someone hacked into her phone. I don't believe that happened. I just think your daughter was prank calling a lot of people. I don't think it's the phone. I think it has something to do with the daughter. I'm not racist.
Questions about
I'm
her
just saying,
intentions
like,
lead
black
to
people
a
don't
harsh
do this.
reality check from the deputy, who forces Ava to consider the possible consequences of the false report.
You go to jail.
Planning on happening out of this. Well, what did you think was going to happen when you said somebody was kidnapped and somebody had a gun? What did you think was going to happen? Well, did you have any thoughts about how much of the law enforcement resources in this area you were going to take up by doing that? I never thought of that, right? Did you think of the men and women that have families at home that are driving 90 or 100 miles an hour with their lights and siren on, trying to save somebody who's a victim of an armed kidnapping, that they could be involved in a traffic crash and be seriously injured or killed because you wanted to make a joke? Does that seem funny to you? Would that be funny if that happened? Because I can tell you that would be even more serious than what you're looking at right now.
You physically see your father walk up to the sheriff, military, everybody, thank you for your service. And then you do like this?
Though it wasn't captured on camera, reports state that Ava admitted to getting the idea to prank 911 from a YouTube challenge, and a deputy attempts to get more details.
Where was this video that you saw? Where was it? On YouTube? Do you remember who the creator was or who the poster was? What it was about? What do you mean by all of this? This as in what? So it was a video about the Palm Coast Chick-fil-A. That's it. That's all the video was about? Gotcha. So, yeah. So you saw a video that somebody made about how fun it would be to call 911 or text 911 and say somebody's got a gun.
It doesn't matter where these kids see it. You, like, as a YouTuber, you are not going to be in charge of other people's kids. Like, I don't necessarily blame the parents all the way, but I mean, like, I think less screen time would have been a good thing to do. Less, you know, oh, well, you could watch this and you could do exactly everything that you see on the internet. If it's not safe, like making slime or making your own YouTube video and just doing other stuff, don't do it. I'm pretty sure that's just common sense, to be honest. I don't blame the parents. I blame them a little bit, but that's just because of, like, you didn't teach your daughter consequences or right from wrong, apparently. She's 11 years old. She should know right from wrong. And you should know that those people in that video that she's talking about probably didn't even do that stuff. So I don't even know why she's doing it.
Somebody's trying to get hurt. You got to be fun to recreate that. Is that what you're telling me? Okay.
However, Ava is about to realize an apology won't be enough to escape the consequences.
It will not.
Meanwhile, one deputy reveals that he was able to reach Ava by phone just before their arrival and got a less than friendly response from the young girl.
Oh my god, what did she say?
27 minutes, she lied to the dispatcher or the call taker over text, and then when I caught her up, she told me to F myself and stop responding. Caught her up? Like, got her caught up? Like, hey,
Hold up.
you know what's up?
My thing won't. What? Who talks to people like that? Even if it's someone that I really do not want to be freaking talking to, I'm not going to say go F yourself if they were being polite and nice to me first. Now I kind of blame the parents a little bit more. Like, blaming the parents was right here. Now we're up just a little bit more because why are you teaching your kids to talk like that? And, like, I could be completely wrong. If you're not teaching your kids to talk like that and they just heard, like, another family member or another person talking like that, like, still, you need to check that. Like, smack them, something.
It's up.
That's when she started getting more things.
Based on Ava's statements, deputies decide there's enough probable cause to arrest Ava and prepare to take the 11-year-old into custody.
Okay. I'm thinking the dad is either going to try to punch the officers. I mean, like, he might not do that, but, like, he's seen his kid. Even though he's mad at the kid because the kid did something stupid. Even though he is mad, I still feel like seeing a kid cry and run away like that is gonna be heartbreaking no matter what. He's gonna be like, what is he gonna say? Hold up. I don't even know.
Don't make this.
Oh, I did not expect the dad to say you can cuff me. Okay. I wasn't expecting the dad just to say just cuff me. That's showing that even though he is mad at the kid because the kid did something stupid, he still loves her and cares. Because, I mean, like, it's going to be heartbreaking to see a kid screaming like that for no reason. But to me, maybe it's just because, like, I don't know her. To me, she's acting like a spoiled brat. And it seems like she does this a lot when she doesn't get her way. And maybe that's why she thinks this is okay. But, like, imagine the dad's just like, okay, sorry, cops, and just punches him. And then,
Listen to me.
I don't know.
Ava, stop struggling, okay? They're not going to hurt you. Yeah, they're not going to hurt you. Listen carefully what's going to happen. No one's going to hurt you. You're going to sit in the car for now, okay?
If you go somewhere, what it's going to involve is taking pictures, taking fingerprints, and then they're going to call your parents to come and get you. So don't make the situation any worse. They'll be up shortly after that.
Go in the car?
No, you can't go in the car.
The company can't.
It just can't happen.
I'm telling you this right now, you're going to take this as a lesson at 11 years old that if you do something stupid in the future, you're going to enjoy those cuffs.
Ava is placed into the back of the police car, where her father delivers a few hard truths.
I'm just warning you, you're not going to sit for a couple hours. They're going to be bringing you into a building, fingerprinting you, doing all sorts of stupid or you're stupid. Your life just changed, kid. Over a phone call, your life just changed.
Minutes later, the reality of the situation continues to have an emotional impact on her parents.
It's the best punishment for her right now. This is the best thing for her because this sounds enormous.
It sucks for us. I worked my off with you to keep this kid doing stuff normal like we did as kids, and this is the he does.
According to a statement from the Volusia County...
Okay. I feel like the dad got a little bit more mad there because, at least in my case, some dads, even mine, he was like trying to get me to do stuff like a normal kid does. I wasn't listening. My mom fed into it because, I mean, like, I'm her little girl or whatever. But, I mean, I think seeing my wife cry would hurt me more than seeing the kid cry, to be honest. Like, I love them both dearly, but I mean, I'll always love my wife more. So, I mean, I think that's when I'll like really feel like a piece of, you know, because my wife is now crying and she's upset about it.
Sheriff's Office. 11-year-old Ava was charged with making a false police report concerning the use of a firearm in a violent manner, a felony, and misuse of 911, a misdemeanor. After being processed at the Family Resource Center, she was later transferred to the Volusia Regional Juvenile Detention Center in Daytona Beach, Florida, an experience she is unlikely to forget. We requested more information about her case from the Volusia County Juvenile Court, and they said nothing is releasable.
If you have a 700 plus credit score,
I mean, she's still a minor, so I mean, yeah, you can't really post too much because she is still a minor. But I mean, that's what she gets. I hope that experience lives with her forever, because now you won't ever see, like, you won't ever do that again. Okay, this next one that we're going to be watching is what happens when you punch a cop. Who is stupid enough? See, we got people prank calling cops. We got people punching cops. What is up with people? Do people not know how to not punch people? Let me see. This is caught and exposed. Okay. We have a little preview here. Alright. What happens when you punch a cop? I'm too lazy to spell this, so you guys
What
can have to do
happens
it.
when you punch a cop?
Which one is it? That's Cinnamon Toast Ken's one. Oh, okay, so I did watch this one. Alright, I think this is the one. Was this a preview? Oh god. Okay, I'm gonna let you guys go ahead, put that in the channel. I'm also linking it in the description right now. Alright.
stop. You're gonna get
Why does this look like my neighbor?
Hey, call back.
This is why you should never fight a cop on August 27th, 2022. Officers.
Why is your voice so goddamn deep? It sounded like freaking Darth Vader was speaking to me. Darth Vader is like, hey, let's do a video, guys.
from the Superior Police Department in Wisconsin would respond to a 911 call from a strip club. As the story goes, a male and female couple attempted to enter the club. However, the 19-year-old girlfriend was barred from entry, as the club now served alcoholic beverages. The club allegedly told her she could only enter as a worker and offered an application. The girlfriend applied, and the club allowed her in as a dancer. Supposedly...
Wait a minute. So you can't go into the club because you're underage. She's 19. But you can go to be a dancer? So you can't go sit with other people who are way older than you drinking, but you can go shake your butt in front of all these other people. And that's not illegal, but drinking is. Oh, that is all bad.
After she made a decent amount of
That
tips, her
club
boyfriend
is,
decided it was time to.
you
Though
know.
he allegedly scooped up all of her tips and physically escorted her out of the club. This action triggered the emergency call, and it wouldn't take long for police to find the couple walking nearby.
What's going on? Okay, ma'am, you want to come over here and talk to me? Ma'am. Okay, come here. Come here. What's going on?
Everything I made at the strip club is ripped up and gone.
Okay, what's going on?
Can you please be nice?
Okay. Don't talk to him. Just look at me.
He was upset because I was stripping.
Okay.
And everything I made, he ripped up.
Okay. Who's he to you?
That's my boyfriend. Am I going to get arrested for stripping?
No, there's nothing illegal as long as you're doing it in an establishment that's licensed, which they are. Exactly. What's your name?
No.
No. Look at me. Ma'am, look at me. Don't look at him. Don't
Oh, he's going to get arrested. No.
No.
Can you just tell him to calm down?
Dude,
I'm okay.
Step the
Please
back.
do not push me.
Why does he look like a pedophile? I'm gonna let you guys get a good look right there. Why does he look like a pedophile? You know, pedophiles, they all have that look. This dude looks like my next door neighbor. He looks like he's trying to play Diddy. That's what he looks like he's trying to do. Man, you're Asian too. Why you gotta make Asian people look bad? Not all of us are pedophiles, man.
Do not swear at
And
me.
we're
You're an officer
pretty
of
sure
the
we
law.
don't do
Please
this.
do not swear at me.
All right, tell me what happened.
Nothing happened.
I mean, you ripped up her money. Isn't that a crime?
I did not strike her.
You have an ID?
I do. Would you like to see my ID?
No. Is that
What is in his pocket?
That's hers. I was carrying it for her tonight.
Right.
Here's
What
my
is
ID.
that?
Look at it.
Oh, it's the girl's wallet.
Did not have permission to go in my pocket. You did not ask to go.
You don't have to have permission to go in someone's pockets. It's the pockets.
Get on the ground now.
What?
Get on the ground now, dude. You're gonna get tased. 3, 2, on your stomach now. On your stomach now.
Dude, how bad is it just to roll on your freaking
Punch
stomach?
him in the face and you know
Yeah, I
that,
sure
right?
did, because he cocked back on me.
No, he wanted
That sounds like me. This isn't supposed to be funny, but I mean, if someone looks like they're gonna punch me, I'm definitely gonna punch back. I have a lot of anger in me. I'm ready to punch back. So, I mean, the cop don't even sound like he's mad or anything. He's like, yep, I sure did punch him. I'm proud of it.
Stop. Stop. Just relax. Just
You
relax.
know that was illegal. You fucking assaulted my boyfriend. He didn't
Not
do it.
illegal.
That's police brutality,
It's
sir.
not police brutality.
That is police brutality.
Okay, I'm sorry you feel that way.
You straight up punched me in the face.
Yep, because you swung back like...
He didn't fucking swing at you. He put
Stop.
his hands up. I'm
Stop.
sorry. I don't want to get arrested.
Stop.
That don't look like he just put his hands up.
You're right there. You good? I am okay.
He has my backpack and my purse. Am I able to get that?
Yeah, just hang on. Yep, that's hers. Can you please give that to me?
I don't feel like you have the need to punch me in the face, though.
If you cock back on me and you look like you're about to punch me in the face,
Yes.
I'm going to defend myself.
Oh.
You're not going to get an upper hand.
Okay, but
on
you're
me.
an officer of the law. You have.
I have every right to defend myself. Just because I wear a badge and I'm a police
Right,
officer
but just
does not
because-
mean that you get to have the first.
Thank fucking God, Jason.
Stop. Stop.
Sorry.
Wayne, do you understand that?
Do you understand that?
Right, but just because I'm
So I will punch you in the face if I think you're about to attack me.
Will you let me speak?
No, I won't.
But just because I'm a brown person, just...
It
Oh my
has
God.
nothing to do with who you are.
It does.
Okay, I hate when people pull this because, yes, black people, they get targeted by police a lot. But I don't see brown on you, man. You're tan. You're not black like your girlfriend. And if it was a thing about race, they would have gotten your girlfriend. Not you. You decided to do stupid stuff.
It doesn't. It doesn't. Are you brown?
Oh my God. It just keeps on getting worse.
You're done, bro. You're done.
Oh my God.
He's trying to headbutt me in the head.
Don't cut the bag, just take it off.
Shut up.
Just take it off. It's not my bag. It's not my bag. Yasmina, stop. Stop. Bag is hers.
Stop. You got a search on this side? No.
I have 2 grams of cocaine in my butthole.
Okay, outstanding.
Why did I need to hear that? Y'all couldn't have bleeped that out. It just keeps on getting worse and worse. Does he want to go to jail? Like, is there something that he wants to go to jail for? Is the girlfriend that bad? Where he's like, I don't even want to be here. I'm gonna say as much effed up stuff as I can because I don't want to be with you. And he just wants to go to jail. Now you're gonna get a cavity search then. Like, maybe he's a little, you know, what do people call it? What is it? Sparkly now? Glittery, whatever the heck people call it. Maybe he's just a little, you know, playing for the other side. So he wants to get that done.
And I have 3 grams of marijuana in my stomach. Okay.
Oh, there's not.
Yeah.
No, there's not.
I'm just trying to fight you. I got another squad over here. This guy's trying to bite us and spit on us. And we just need to go in here. Stop, dude.
Don't punch me.
Stop.
That's illegal.
It's not. It's a pressure point. Stop.
Punching me in my throat is a pressure point?
It's not.
Yep.
It's underneath your chin. Stop.
You just punched me in the throat.
I mean,
Stop, dude. You're gonna get tased.
I know where the pressure point thing is. What's up?
Mom wants to know if you're still coming with us.
Are we going to the duck thing?
I think so.
Yeah.
Can I stay in with you?
Okay, you said that before. But like, I understand where the pressure point thing is, and I think it's like somewhere, like it's either here. No, that's not it. It's like somewhere on somewhere. And I know it's not directly punching someone in the throat, but if I was an officer and I was able to do that because he is, I mean, you can. He is punching and kicking and doing all this other stuff. So if you wanted, you can just punch him in the throat. You would get no charge on that. So, I mean, I would definitely do it. That's why I can't be a police officer.
Tase me then. I have a seizure disorder.
Oh my God.
Get back.
Hold up. I want to see. Sorry, my girlfriend's messaging me. I want to see if there's actually, because I have a seizure disorder as well. Does tasers cause seizures? I know they cause heart attacks. Sometimes. It depends. So if I get tased, I would get screwed. Oh, yes, tasers can potentially trigger seizures, especially if they are deployed to the head. I'm pretty sure no one's going to deploy a taser to the head. I know it causes heart problems. Let me see. Yes, tasers can potentially cause heart attacks in certain individuals. Lovely. So, I would be screwed. I would have a heart attack and just be dead. I guess, but you're perfectly fine now.
Just go, it's all ruined. Just go stand over there.
Yeah, it's all ruined. Why would you want it?
Get back. You gotta sit here. Get back. Yeah, hey, get her back now.
Get them, babe. Get them. Babe, help me. Please, baby, help me.
I wouldn't help you. You can hear it, right? Yeah.
Now you're going to jail for
Why? You're crying now.
Assault on a police officer.
Did she just say what felony? I'm pretty sure I've seen the person literally go like this to the cop. They headbutted the other one, started kicking, started spitting. Let me see, that's 4 things already. What are you going to do now? You claim to have all this other stuff, but if you really had all this other stuff, you wouldn't be acting a dang fool, because seizures can also be caused by stress and what you're doing. So
Swung back on me.
you couldn't have caused a seizure from punching someone in the face.
Protecting myself. Okay. Right? I have the right to protect myself, don't I?
That is in the rule book of the laws.
Why'd you say it like that? Over here sounding like off the crowd family.
Nope. Alright. I was protecting myself from you. Ow.
What?
Not your f***ing mouth. Don't talk to her like that. Don't talk to my f***ing woman like that. Stand by.
Woman that they just dropped him on the floor. Woman that you just assaulted, and they can.
Information, I just haven't been able to run her. Ow!
Oh, I'm still in there. You just go like this, just boom, like you do with the baby. But he might just fly the other way.
Don't worry about it. I don't know. See ya.
He's like, I don't want to dip with you.
I've never been to the strip clubs here. Yeah.
And look, a lot of white people look the same, so you probably see them.
Relax. We're trying to fix it. Next up. Relax.
Looks like a dog.
You need to leave, otherwise you're going to get arrested.
No, because this is legal. I'm allowed to stay close.
You are interjecting into our scene right now. You're getting too close. I told you that.
Okay, so you can, just from what I've heard from my cousins that are police officers, someone could stand there and watch far away. You could probably be by this door that's back here. And shut up. You can shut up and you could stay far away and watch, and you're perfectly fine.
Multiple times. So just stop. It's very easy.
You're built easy. Did you know that?
I don't know what that means.
That means any.
Cool.
Anybody can F you because you're in a
Stop. We're gonna
strip
get
club
another
and you're
charge.
dancing.
Fucking hurts. Roll him on his side. No. Ow. On his side. It fucking hurts. Stop. Ah. God damn it.
Why do I feel like that door is gonna hit him in the head? I would just close it.
Battery, disorder of conduct.
Somebody grab the house. His charge? Yeah.
You don't need to hobble me. Just shut the fucking door. Hey.
Oh my god. Over here looking like a bobblehead.
Shut the door.
No, he just had another one of my officers.
He's the one who pushed me.
He's better 2 officers.
Okay. You need to leave now. If you don't have a criminal complaint, you need to
I have a
leave.
criminal complaint.
Against
You
what?
assaulted my boyfriend.
Okay, have a good night.
Blood on you. Blood on you.
It's fine.
He left.
My rag.
Can you let the jail know that he's very uncooperative? They're going to need. But
On the way to the jail, the suspect continues lashing out, and according to police reports, he continually bashes his own face into the window that separates the front and back seats.
Shut the doors. Roll my window down.
While the suspect is on the way to jail, some officers stay behind to question his girlfriend.
Why is she
What
dancing?
happened? So we tried getting into the strip club, and I'm not 21, and she was like, well, the only way you can get in if you're a dancer. And I'm like, dance tonight? And my boyfriend's like, if you dance tonight, I'm breaking up with you. I was like, okay. I started dancing. Maybe 20, 25 minutes later, he runs up on stage. He's just snatching my money up. He's cussing me out, talking about I need to get off the stage. And the owner was like, that's not your money, you need to give it back. That's when I was like, okay, I gotta go, I need to calm him down, because he gets angry. As we're walking away, I was like, can I just see my money so I can at least see how much I made tonight? He was like, no, this is whore money. I was like, what? Whore money? I wasn't naked. And then he starts ripping up my money, and that's what happened.
Is there any charges you want?
I mean, I understand being mad because if my girl, like, unless we really needed it, we have to be like, we have been homeless for like 2 weeks. But if my girl wanted to dance at a strip club and I said no and she still did it, I would never come back. She could dance, but she's going to be single after. She's definitely going to be single after.
Press against him?
No.
Okay.
I'm literally homeless, so, okay. I mean, like, I get it. Homeless people have a weapon. Trust me, I know. I work with homeless people. They do little things. But that's my only backpack I have, and, I'm f***ed now.
Are you afraid of him? No. You don't think he's going to hurt you or your children?
Huh?
Or your children, if you have children?
Oh, God, no, I know.
Okay. Do you have any questions
I
for us?
mean, yeah, because you're over here dancing.
Well, if you want to make a complaint about the backpack being damaged, you can contact our supervisor.
Complaint about the officer who punched me in the face. I'll do that.
Okay. That's all up to you if you want to contact your supervisor. You have the right to do that.
And it assures a summer full of delicious meals coming off that grill.
What is your name, man? Okay, I'm trying to help you out. I'm not asking you a question. I'm looking to see if you're going to be cooperative with jail staff. What'd you say? All right, man.
Back so that could cut off circulation or do damage.
Okay.
That way you won't be laying on. We're gonna make it so you don't lay on.
Pushing all night! Stop it!
I'm wondering if we should sedate him.
If you think that's necessary, then absolutely do it.
If he's willing to cooperate, we can put him in soft restraints and have above and to the side.
That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen.
We'll get you on a stretcher. We just don't want you to fight. We don't want you to hurt yourself, okay? We don't have a way to stop that. It's not really an option, my friend. He's not going to cooperate. So I'm going to call the receiving hospital and find out if they're good with us using sedation here. Because if he's going to fight, I don't want him to hurt himself or anyone else. Okay.
Just here lodged the other week for the same.
Really?
What the officer just shared is true. According to court documents, the suspect was involved in a previous incident that happened roughly 5 weeks before the filming of this video. The suspect was arrested and charged for disorderly conduct and resisting arrest. At that time, he was sentenced for resisting and spent 30 days in jail. He had been out of jail for just 1 week before he got into the altercation captured in this video.
Oh my God.
I can't do it anymore. The handcuffs are fine. No, they aren't. They aren't. I can't do this anymore.
That is nasty. I don't know why anyone spits. If someone spit on me, I'm going to jail. I don't care if I'm an officer or not. I am going to jail if someone spits on me. That person will be the sidewalk.
The handcuffs are cutting me. You probably would have had better luck if you started cooperating, Jason. Here, step out. Can't do this anymore. I got your handcuffs. You handcuffs, that's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking is to loosen the handcuffs just a little bit. Just stop. Just a little bit loosen the handcuffs. Can we man-to-man talk? Yes. We have a 5-minute ride to St. Mary's and those cuffs come off. Okay, and then you go into soft restraints. You can make it 5 minutes. I cannot. Give me some morphine and some gabapentin.
Oh my god, he's a
Is it gonna break if I
drug addict.
puff this to that? No. I cannot do it.
Hey! We're getting you your meds.
I can't do it no more. I can't.
I'm gonna give you medicine in your shoulder.
No.
He sounds like a husky when they're getting medicine.
I don't give you consent. I don't give you consent. I do not give you consent to do that.
You don't need consent if you're trying to hurt
I do
yourself.
not give you consent to do that. I do not give you consent to do that.
I know. I'm sorry.
You're sorry? You're
She
sorry
sounds
to
so nice.
lose your job. What's your name? What's your name?
Name's Eva.
Alva what?
That's all you gotta know.
What's your last name?
You don't get to know that?
Yeah, because you don't want...
From Mayo Clinic.
Because you don't want to lose your job. What's your last name?
No one knows that.
What's your last name, bitch?
Let's not start with that, guys.
What's your last name?
I'm not gonna go there. She does. I didn't want to say it because, you know, I didn't know. But, yeah. We're not gonna do morphine.
Give me some morphine. Give me some morphine. Give me some morphine.
There you go. Thank you, sir.
Give me some morphine. Give me some morphine.
The suspect gave in for the rest of the trip from the hospital to the jailhouse, likely with the help of his sedation. For this incident, the suspect was charged with 1 count of battery on a law enforcement officer, 2 counts of attempted battery of a law enforcement officer, and 1 count of resisting an officer. For his sentencing, 1 count of attempted battery and resisting was dismissed but read in, meaning he would not face a punishment, but those crimes would remain on his record. For battery of a law enforcement officer and 1 count of attempted battery, he was sentenced to 60 days of jail and 30 months of probation each. His sentence runs concurrently, meaning he will serve all sentences at the same time, however based off clues played out by court documents on April 13, 2022, with just 1 day left of his 60-day jail sentence. He was charged for another incident for battery, as a prisoner court documents suggest this crime was against an officer at the jail for that incident on August 28, 2023.
Okay.
His previous 30-month sentence of probation was revoked and he would
How many
instead spend 1 year in
charges
county
did you
jail with
get, man?
164 days of credit. If he follows the rules, he should be out of jail. At this
Wow. Just wow. People are... Man, people are something else. I don't even know. People are just... I don't know. People are all bad. I think that was the last video I'm going to do today. Just because I have not been feeling too good and my phone's dying, so. But comment down below what your guys' thoughts on that video is. To me, it was stupid. There were so many things that he could have done that didn't involve him being arrested. Like, I understand being mad that your girl is dancing at a strip club. Like, anyone's gonna be mad at that. And, like, with the way she was acting, I kind of think she kind of brought it upon herself. But, like, your actions after that, man, you could have just walked away. You could have left your girl at the strip club and been done and over with. But, yeah, that was all bad.